Good evening. Hope everybody's day is amazing and blessed and wonderful. We're gonna add a little sauce to it today. Today we're gonna talk about stretching but not breaking. Stretching but not breaking. What I've learned throughout my entire life is like sometimes we kind of like stretch too far to the point that we break. It's kind of like working out. Like I've had incidents where I've hurt my shoulder. I've hurt some type of knee or elbow or something like that, like a body part, and then that kind of took me out for like a few weeks, a few months. At one point, I remember I messed up my shoulder for like a year or two. Like it was a long time, and I couldn't work out. I couldn't basically do anything, and that's because I stretched beyond my limits, and I ended up hurting myself. So now I'm out of the game. You know what I mean? And you don't want that to happen. You don't want to stretch yourself to the point where you get injured or you get hurt and you're out of the game. That comes for your goals or anything that you're trying to accomplish. You're working out. You want to work out with a great workout regimen, but you don't want to do too much to the point where you hurt something. And then when you hurt something, now your daily routine becomes I can't do anything because I'm in so much pain. Yeah, I mean you want to keep it at a certain key, at a certain level, where it's like you have a great balance of going hard, doing what you need to do at the highest level you can, but do it to the point where you don't break yourself, that you cannot continue on your journey. You want to keep going. You want to keep flexing. You don't want to spend all of your money, and then if something, let's say, I'm not putting anything negative out there, let's say if something happens, like there's an emergency, you have no backup in order to continue on, and that kind of take you out of the game, because guess what, you just mess yourself up. That's why you have to take like calculated risks. Sometimes you just gotta just go for it, just go for the gusto, do what you gotta do, is take that big swing and see what happens. But you're gonna try to always be calculated, be in a calculated state. Like basically you want to make sure you take calculated risks where you don't lose everything and then you're out of the game. You want to stay in the game. I was reading an article about investing, and the guy was basically saying basically calculated risk, high risk. He's like, the point of the investment game is to last. He's like, a lot of times people make investments and then they lose everything, and then now they're not in the game anymore. He's like, as you become a better investor, you realize that me staying in the game as long as I possibly can is going to benefit me at a higher level than me just taking one big swing. Because if I'm in the game long and my long-term gains continue to compound and continue to rise up, that means I'm rising and I'm becoming better. And then when that one big swing comes, I'll be ready for it. I'm going to hit that out the park, and I'm going to get the returns that I want. I hope this was some value to your life. Show some love. Show some love. Number one erotica on the planet, God, Sex, and Slavery, the Slave Master's Wife. Pick that up.